Hey marketers, now as we have gone through the different dimensions that are available in GA4, now we are going to categorize the metrics and know more about the metrics that are available in GA4 reports. So what are metrics? Metrics are those values or the parameters that measure the characteristics of our dimensions. So this would give more value to the metrics when it is added up with the dimensions. So when these metrics are added along with the dimension, there will be more value to the data we have collected and we can analyze them in much better way. So in GA4 metrics only have the event scope. So they can have only the event scope and there isn't any user scope for the metrics. And the several types of metrics are categorized into two parts. There is the default metrics and the custom metrics. Right. The default metrics are predefined and available by default in our Google Analytics 4 reports, while the custom metrics are those which we need to create according to our website and customize them to measure the events or the actions that are performed by our users in our website. So the default metrics are categorized into six parts as we have already categorized the dimensions. The same categorization would be applicable to metrics. It comes under the acquisition, engagement, monetization, retention, demographics, and tech. So let us now go to the interface and see the different kinds of metrics that are available in each category. So as we have already gone through the dimensions, now let us see the metrics that are available in each category. So in the user acquisition section, we have all the metrics related to the users, like the new users who have registered into our website and the engaged sessions that are created by the users and the engagement rate and also the engaged sessions per user and the average engagement time, event count, conversions, and the revenue. So these are all the event metrics we have. The metrics that we have available in the predefined GA4 reports. So this gives more value to the dimensions we add. For example, we have added the dimension called user medium, so it's organic, right? And new users is 4 or 3. It's just a number. So metrics are always a number or an integer and they have a unit of measurement. So new integer, it's a count, it's a measurement. So it's 3. It defines 3. So this doesn't have any value or any meaning unless and until we assign it to a dimension. So unless we apply a dimension to these metrics, we didn't get any meaning to the new users word. So new users is 3 in count, but the count is related to uh, which dimension depends on the dimensions we apply. So we would be getting more value by applying the dimension to these metrics. So combinedly, we would analyze it in a better way. So from this, we can understand that we have got 3 new users from organic search and 1 user from the referral search. So whatever the user medium is there, we can know the number of users that are coming from that particular user medium, and also the sessions that are generated in that medium, and the engagement rate, and the engaged sessions, and also the engagement time on an average of all the users, and also the events that they generate when they are coming from a particular medium, and the conversions that happen on a website when they come from a particular medium. Like this, we can also apply for the other dimensions we have and also measure those metrics over here in this report. See, right now we have the source and medium, and then we can again measure these metrics in this dimension applied. Later, we have the traffic acquisition metrics that is related to the sessions. So here we have the metrics related to those sessions. Like we have the users and the sessions created and the number of engaged sessions, and also the other metric which is associated with this traffic acquisition metric is the events per session. So the number of events that are generated per particular session coming from this source and medium. So these are the metrics available for the traffic acquisition. And then we have the engagement here. In the events section, we can see the metrics we have for the event section, like the this event name dimension that we have applied to these metrics, and this is the event count metric. If you can hover on this, we get the definition of the metric, like it's the total number of unique users who have made these events, and this is the average number of events that a user has done on a website. And this is the event count. Like we have implemented previously the button click event. So the button click event is triggered by users by 5 times, and one user is one unique user, that is me, who has triggered all these events. This is event count, and this is the unique users who have triggered that event. So these are the metrics which would be very helpful to understand the reports much well and categorize the event data that we send. So we also have the total revenue, that is the revenue we get by these events being performed by the users. And then we have the pages and screens. And these could have a different set of metrics. See, this is a page or a screen in an app, so it could be the views and the users and the views per user, that is the number of times he viewed a page, and this is the average engagement time. And we also have the unique users scrolls. So, I mean, I have been scrolling this page once, so I'm the unique user. So unique user is only the user who is being scrolled uniquely. So the other users would be categorized, or the other scrolls by the same user would be categorized into the same metric as one. And event count and the conversions and all these are the different metrics we have. So here, everything related to the unique means it would be counted only once, though the event is performed for 3 to 4 times by the same user, but it will be categorized as only one event and calculated as one event by that particular user. So we can get the unique number of users performing the particular action. And then we have the monetization. And the metrics related to the e-commerce purchases would be like the number of add to carts or the item views. And this data would be available once we implement the enhanced e-commerce tracking in the next videos. So these are the metrics that would be attributed to our data. The item views, so the number of times the item is being viewed, and the add to carts, that is the number of times the item is being added to the cart, and the cart to view rate. So this would be little confusing, that is the number of times the cart is being updated, or the product is being added to the cart, and the number of times the product is being viewed. This is the ratio we get, and we get it in the percentage. And we have the number of purchases that happen, and also the other other related metrics over here. We will be getting it once we have all the data. We also have the cart to view rate and purchase to view rate, and these are the set of metrics we have for this e-commerce purchases. Then we have the in-app purchases. So that is the quantity they purchase and the revenue we get and the average revenue. And we can get into the demographics metrics. So metrics related to the demographic of the user. And so here, so the number of users who are coming from this country, creating the number of engaged sessions and their engagement rate and the events they generate and the conversions and the revenue they generate, these all comes under the metrics of demographic. And then we have the technical, and the technical details metrics would be different for this too. And we have the users and the new users, so this would be mostly similar to the previous demographic metrics. So we can categorize all these metrics under these dimensions, and we can apply several dimensions to these metrics and see them over here. We can now apply the region or the platform or the device model. Applying the platform, so I'm receiving it through web, and the number of users arriving is 4, and the number of new users is 4, and the sessions created is 4. So these are the metrics which we would be added to our data, and we can analyze, and also the events that are generated from the web and the conversions that are generated through the web. So these are the metrics that categorize our dimension. This is the web is the dimension, so metrics are helpful to categorize the dimensions that would categorize our users. So this is the complete analysis of the dimensions and metrics available in GA4, and further we're going to create the custom dimensions and the custom metrics that will be more customized to our website or business. Thank you.